A very good morning to one and all. I, Ritika Chaudhary, welcome you all on the behalf of IIC Technia Institute of Advanced Studies, a leading institution of academic services. I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all presented here for this knowledge enhancing webinar titled Character Analysis and Self Improvement through Grapho Analysis and Therapy. It is really a very informative session. Graphotherapy is something through which you can learn how to self-analysis yourself and how it can be helpful in your personality development. May I request to our guest, Mr. Toshniwal, to uh, continue the session. Firstly, I would like to give a short introduction of Mr. Naveen Toshniwal. Sir has completed his higher education in engineering from Jadavpur University and currently has climatized himself in the beautiful city Jaipur, Rajasthan. Apart from his own business, Sir is a motivational speaker and providing his services in grapho therapy professionally and passionately. He learned this amazing therapy from his father and by self-study. Sir, uh, I would like to invite Rashmi ma'am for the welcome session so we can start the session. Rashmi ma'am, please.
Thank you, Ritika, and good morning, Chairman Sir, Director Sir, and dear staff, and my warm welcome to Mr. Naveen Toshniwal. It's our pleasure to invite you, and you have accepted our invitation. And we welcome you in Technical Group of Institution. Today, our
Yeah.
students and staffs are here to listen you, and I think that whatever you are going to give us, that will be a very helpful in our life. As in the today busy life, it is very important to understand. In a nutshell, we see with our busy schedule, it might be difficult to find time to think about who we are, what is our strength, what is our weakness, our drives and personalities, our habits and values. Besides, many of just are not trying to spend much time on self reflection. Today, we all are living in the busy life. We are not, we don't have a time to understand ourselves. We are not thinking about it. We are not giving a time for us. Even when personal feedback is presented to us, we are now always open to it because honest feedback not always flattering. Consequently, many of us have a pretty low level of self awareness. That's unfortunate because self awareness is an essential first step maximizing management skills. Self awareness can improve our judgment and help us identifying opportunity for professional development and personal growth. Self improvement almost always start with self awareness and the ability to transfer our habits. This session today we are going to learn that how we can do self improvement with the self awareness. Today Mr. Naveen is going to give you some tips we can develop ourselves, we can improve ourselves, we can understand ourselves, and what are the weakness inside us, how we can understand and we can remove our weakness. So I welcome Mr. Naveen. Please proceed.
Thank you very much for this nice welcome. And I really thank everyone in the Institute to give me an opportunity to make you slightly aware of this very unique subject, which is graphoanalysis and graphotherapy. So first, I just want to give you a small history about this science. We might have all heard of a very old Greek scholar by the name of Aristotle. He was there about 2000 years ago. He was the first person who established a link between handwriting and the mind. He used to say that handwriting is actually mind writing, And whatever is there in our mind, it comes out through our hand and through the pen on the paper. Unfortunately, over the years, the awareness about this subject in India was very less. But people in European countries and America were aware of this science, and they have been using this science in various sectors, especially while appointments in the corporates. What they used to do is, and they are even doing now, they get handwritten applications from the candidates before taking their interviews. So once they get their handwritings, they employ graphologists and graphoanalyst specialists to analyze the character of the person whom they are about to interview. So even before the interviews, they are fully aware of the character traits of the person they are interviewing. So they are in a better position to judge which person will be more suitable in which particular division if they are employed. What is the honesty level, and so many things can be analyzed through the handwriting. Okay, so now what I will tell you about the basics. First basic is graphology. Graphology is actually comparison of two handwritings. Yeah, there is some disturbance in the background. Yeah, so graphology is basically comparison of two handwritings, whether they belong to the same person. For example, this is used by the forensic science department to check whether two handwritings belong to the same person. And they are even used, if some people are doing some frauds in the bank by forging the signature or forging the letters. So this also is a part of graphology. The next step is graphoanalysis, where we are able to analyze the character and the personality of a person through the strokes in the handwriting. This is what graphoanalysis is. Now, I will tell you what are the characteristics which can be analyzed through the handwriting. In fact, anything and everything related to the character of a person can be known through the handwriting. Whether you are composed, whether you are expressive, whether you are reserved, what is your thinking pattern, whether you are a very sharp grasper or you take time to understand something, whether you have curiosity for learning, how ambitious you are, whether you have good and strong short-term or long-term goals which are defined, how strong is your willpower, your determination, whether you are sensitive, whether you will take things to heart if someone tells you something, whether you are secretive or you are open, how much you will share with whom. Okay, then whether you have a closed mind or you are broad-minded, what is your confidence level? Whether you have good self-confidence or you lack doubt in your own abilities, then whether you have got short temper or you are a composed person, whether you have irritability, then very important, whether you have decision-making abilities. What is your loyalty level, whether you are stubborn or whether you are flexible in your approach. And then if we take even more serious traits like jealousy, greed, and we can even see strokes of depression in the handwriting. Okay, now just to develop the interest and give you an idea, I will give you a small demo by the way of charts that how actually we do the analysis of the handwriting. See, remember, it has nothing to do with the content of the handwriting. What you have written does not matter. But we analyze the character through the strokes which come in the handwriting. So I hope you can see this chart. Now, this is a right tilted handwriting. This is a straight handwriting. This is a left tilted handwriting. So the handwriting can be from left tilt and it can go straight up to right tilt like this. A right tilted handwriting indicates people who are expressive. They will show their emotions. A straight handwriting indicates people who are composed and generally they will not show their emotions or feelings. A left tilt handwriting indicates people who are not expressive. They are introverts and they are reserved. Okay, these are small M's and N's. I will just show you. This type of M and N with a rounded top, we were taught in school to write in this way. This indicates people who are slow thinkers. They take time to go into details and understand something. They will study and restudy something and then able to understand the subject fully. Here you will see that M's and N's are ending in a point at the top. This sort of pointed letters in M and N indicate people who have a sharp mind, a good grasping ability. They are able to understand or grasp something instantly. They don't take time to understand anything. Here you will see inverted V's are visible in the M's and N's. Reverse V's. This indicates curiosity for learning. People who want to learn and understand new things, subjects of their interest, they will like to go in details and understand more. Okay, now I will show you some upper loop, upper strokes. Here you will see there is a loop in the upper stroke. In some places you will see the loops are not there, and here there is a much bigger loop. Upper loops indicate people who are sensitive. They will take things to heart and they will probably get hurt if someone tells them something. Now, sensitive also implies that a person can be compassionate. He is not able to see others in difficulty. He will feel for them. So sensitivity can imply either getting touchy or being compassionate. Yeah, so I was saying that being sensitive can be either being touchy or being compassionate. Okay, now I will show you some A's and O's. This is a normal A, this is a normal O. Here you will see there is a gap in the A and the O. These sort of gaps in small letters indicate people who are frank or friendly. They are expressive. They will show what they have in their mind. Now here you will see that O's are having small loops. This is a small loop, a bigger loop, and even a further bigger loop. These sort of loops in O indicate people who are secretive. They will not show what is there in their mind. Now this sort of stroke coming in teenagers can be considered as a negative stroke, because if teenagers do not express or show what they have in their mind, it is very difficult to guide them. But at the same time, having these strokes indicate that people are trustworthy, because a person who is expressive is also trustworthy. They can be relied upon. Now here you will see double loops. There is one loop before the O and after the O in these two O's. This indicates people who are deceitful or they are dishonest. So it is a negative stroke, it is a dangerous stroke. Okay, now I will come to some of the lower strokes. Here the Y is ending straight down. Here you will see there is a small loop in the Y. Then there are bigger loops in the Y, one Y, and there is another bigger loop in the Y. And then there is a half loop. A straight downstroke indicates people with strong determination. A small stroke, a small loop here indicates people who are choosy or selective. A complete loop like this indicates people who are creative. Creativity in the sense they might be having interest in activities like dance, music, art, and it can even imply creativity to their work. Now, a half loop like this indicates people who are creative, no doubt, but they are not using their creativity to the full extent. Their potential or their you can say the abilities are untapped. They are not using their creativity to the full extent. Now here the G is written like an inverted V8. This indicates people who have fluidity of thinking. They are very good planners. A straight down stroke like this with a swing ahead. See, there is a swinging stroke ahead. This indicates initiative. People who have initiative. So I'm telling you in very brief because it's a big subject. So I'll just give you some idea from some of the strokes. Now this chart indicates the various types of T's. T has got a very important value in the handwriting analysis. This is a T with a T bar which is cutting towards the top. Now this T bar is even slightly going more towards the top. This sort of T bars indicate people who are ambitious. They want to do something in life. Now a T bar going above the stem, it is going above the stem. This indicates people who are dreamers or overthinkers. They will just go on thinking that I want to do this, I want to do this, but actual effort to make or achieve that goal, to get towards the goal or achieve that goal is comparatively less. A T bar going down like this, see it is cutting at a lower level. This indicates people who lack confidence in their own abilities. They are maybe lacking confidence or maybe they are capable, but still they have self-doubt in themselves. Now a T which has got like an inverted V, a reverse V like this in the stem. This indicates people who are stubborn. A T bar going to the right. See here the T bar is going to the right. This indicates people who have short temper. Now a T bar going to the left like this. T bar going to the left indicates people who have procrastination, habit of keeping things pending. A T bar with a hook like this indicates jealousy or greed. A T bar starting thick and ending in a point indicates sarcasm, a person who might be sarcastic. A T bar slanting downwards indicates a person who is dominating. A T bar slanting upwards indicate people who are optimistic or positive thinkers. Now here you see the T bar is almost negligible. You can't even see the T bar. This sort of T bar indicates people who have a weak willpower or their goals are not very clearly defined. Okay, a T bar with a curve like this indicates people who have self-control. They realize some negative traits in themselves and they are trying to get over it. A T bar with a wave like this indicates people with a good sense of humor. Okay, now if a word starts with a stroke like this, there's a stroke, initial stroke. This indicates people who have resentment. They are carrying grudges. A T bar and a T stem joined like this indicate people who have persistence. Once they take up any job, they will not leave it till they finish it completely. So this will give you an idea how we do the analysis through the strokes in the handwriting. Now there are many questions which come to me regarding this. Whether analysis of signature or changing of a signature has any value in graphoanalysis. So let me tell you honestly, the analysis is done by the repetition of the strokes in the handwriting. You might be writing a particular letter in 5 different ways in the entire page of the handwriting. We see how many times a particular stroke is repeated, how many times you have written Y or T in a particular way, and you have written in other ways throughout the page. The repetition defines the character of a person. Now, in a signature, we have only 5 or 10 letters. So just analysis of 5 or 10 letters will never give any accuracy about the character of a person. So if you come across someone who says that if you change your signature, you will change yourself, remember, you have to be very careful. That is not correct. The analysis has to be done on the entire handwriting. Okay, now what all can be analyzed other than the character? Handwriting analysis is a very big subject. Even the medical status of a person can be detected through the handwriting. The blood pressure readings can be detected. Then what diseases you have now, which you are likely to have in future, and which you had in the past. But unfortunately, my knowledge is limited only to character analysis, but there are experts who can do analysis of medical issues also. Okay, and another thing I want to clarify that grapho analysis or handwriting analysis has nothing to do with astrology. It does not predict your future or your past. Of course, we can help to develop your future or make your future brighter by guiding you to correct your negative characteristics and working on your positive characteristics so that you become a more better person in future. Now, most important part of this science is the therapy. Till now, I have talked only about the analysis. Therapy is actually making conscious efforts to change some strokes in your handwriting so that it changes you. Once we do the therapy, that means we consciously practice some strokes in the handwriting that actually impact the subconscious to change you in a positive way. Now, for example, I'll just show you once again. A T bar going to the right, I told you this indicates short temper. If someone wants to get over short temper, I will simply tell that person to make the T and cut the stem fully. It should not go to the right. This is one small example of the therapy which is done. Now, there are many people who get afraid. Why afraid? Because in these times, very few people write. We are all on laptops, we are on computers, we are on phones. Very few people get opportunity to write regularly, but there is nothing to worry. Even if you write after 10 years, your analysis can still be done accurately through the strokes. And if you make practice of the change of strokes, just 5 minutes a day, the practice time required is only 5 minutes a day for a duration of about 3 weeks. And you will start feeling the changes. You will start observing the changes in yourself within this very short time. So the practice time required is only 5 minutes a day for a duration of about 3 weeks. And this is how graphotherapy will help you to improve and become a better person. Now, another thing I want to tell you is a lot of people say that when we write in a good mood, our handwriting is different. When we write in a bad mood, our handwriting is different. So you might feel that there is a difference. You might see from the top that physically there is a difference in the handwriting. But remember, the strokes do not change. The strokes will still be there. And no matter in what condition you write, in a bad mood, in a good mood, in slowly or fast, your analysis can always be done. Now, there are some people who say, I have a bad handwriting, I have a good handwriting. Bad or good has actually no meaning. What you might be trying to say is bad handwriting is handwriting which is not legible. For examples, doctors' handwritings, we are not able to read very easily. It is very tough to understand what they have written. But it is possible to see the strokes. From the strokes, the analysis of any illegible or any type of handwriting which you cannot read what they have written, analysis can still be done. Because in the analysis, we don't need to read what the text is, what they have written. My name is so-and-so, I stay in so-and-so city, nothing. We will just see the strokes, slant of the handwriting, whether letters and words are going up or down, what is the gap in between the handwritings, and what stroke, how the letters have been made, what is the formation of the letters, all these things we will see. It has nothing to do with the clarity of the handwriting. So I hope this will give you a brief idea about what graphoanalysis and graphotherapy is. So I have done my presentation. So if there are any queries, if you want to ask, we can go ahead on that.
Naveen sir, I have one question that you have shown the alphabet, and through the alphabet, we can understand the nature of. And when you show that if people are writing left, right, or like this T, left side is going, can it be changed? Can we change our handwriting and the nature will be changed?
Yeah, that's what I was talking all this in this session, that this is what is therapy. Doing the analysis and leaving at that, it does not help you to improve. So if you have got strokes of short temper, or you are lacking willpower, or you are having low confidence, you just have to consciously change the strokes and practice it for 5 minutes a day. I am again repeating, only 5 minutes a day, and you will change in 3 weeks. There is no if and but, you will definitely change. It's a proven science.
It's good because a lot of time we feel that we are a short temper, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
we try that we don't do like this, but then also we do it. So that
Right.
is why if we change our handwriting, then if it is possible, then it is very good that we can do this practice when we are on the table, we have a pen and paper, we can try to improve our handwriting.
Yes, yes. And remember, it is not changing the handwriting. It is just changing a few strokes. Your basic handwriting will remain the same. Just you change a few strokes which are related to that particular trait of yours. For example, you were talking about the short temper. Just you have to change the stroke for that short temper and you will change. You will get over the short temper.
Any student, you have any question related with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
May I? Good afternoon. Good morning, sir. Thank you
Yeah.
for your presentation. I have some questions. And,
Yes. Sure.
Sir, I believe it's more sort of a pseudoscience and it's not backed up by scientific research, just like astrology. And so, don't you think people can actually learn graphology and the basics of graphology and use as per their own convenience according to the situation? Just like if I'm opting, if I'm looking for a job in HR, so I can showcase myself as a very creative person, a very interactive person, a very outspoken person, just to use as per my convenience.
No, you mean to say you will change the strokes of your handwriting?
Exactly, yes.
But that you can do only if you are aware of this.
That's what I said, sir. People can actually learn the basics of graphology and use as per their own convenience. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that can be done, but how does that help you? Because ultimately it is a science which is used for self-improvement. If you change your handwriting and present it to someone so that he can read your character in a different way, it's okay to achieve a job or to achieve one particular purpose, but it is not helping you in any way, no, for self-improvement.
Yes, sir.
If you have got some negative traits, suppose you lack confidence, suppose, and you are making the stroke in a different way by reading from the net that what is the stroke of self-confidence. You can forge it, show it to someone, get the job, but it is not helping you to change. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir. So my point was that this might not work in a corporate world kind of a thing. And also,
no,
sir,
I agree with you. I am working with corporates for the last 25 years.
All right, sir. And also, sir, one of the reasons could be how you're actually taught to write in our earlier school days. You're expected to write in a standard cursive and writing. Our teachers have taught us in a certain way to write in our earlier school days. So that could be one big reason how our strokes are and how we write on a piece of paper.
Actually, this is a good query you have asked.
All
you
right.
are absolutely right. When we are small children, we write the way our teachers are teaching us. That is one of the main reasons I forgot to tell in the presentation that analysis of character through handwriting is possible only above the age of 13 or 14. Reason being that below this age, we are writing the way we are taught in school. But remember, when we reach this age of 13 or 14, our strokes will change based on our character. See, that is the reason, just think about it, no two people in the world can ever have identical handwriting because no two people are identical. They are all having different characteristics. So this question is very valid, but above the age of 13, the strokes will be defined by your character, not by what you were taught in school.
All right. Thank you, sir. And sir, one more thing, one last question. So
Sure.
also these days, companies do have emphasis on degree and soft skills rather than, character and getting to know someone's personal life. So, sir, don't you think, like you said, you're working with you're working with companies in the corporate world. So, sir, don't you think companies do have emphasis on soft skills and degrees and diplomas? They look for how qualified a person actually is, rather than the character and the personal life of a
See,
person.
actually, as I told you, the awareness in India is very less.
Yes.
So people don't emphasize on the character, because when people go for interview, they are at their best. They will present themselves in a very best way. Even if a person is dishonest, they will convince the interviews in such a way that they are very honest and they can do the things and execute the work for the company in a very nice way. But ultimately, what is there in their mind and what is their actual character, that you can never assess through interviews properly. That is the reason countries in Europe and America, they stress on grapho analysis before the interviews. Unfortunately, this trend or awareness in India is very less. Okay, some people are doing it. Now they have started. Big companies like Tata's and they have started doing this grapho analysis, but still the awareness is very less.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time. It's been lovely
I
talking
hope
to you.
your queries were answered.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, any other queries we can discuss?
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm Shay. So thank you for your time. So I want to ask, like Shekhar said, we can show someone that we are creative through our strokes and everything. But also it takes practice now if we want to write something properly. And you said we only need 5 minutes to improve our like creativity or empathy into we want to you know push it, or so it's also na ki, if we practice more and more we'll get better in it. Okay, we don't realize that we are getting better in it, but we'll get better in it, not
See, that is
pretending
the
that.
purpose of therapy, no? Therapy is actually self-improvement, and you just need to practice 5 minutes a day for 3 weeks, and you will actually change. See, I'll tell you some common features these days. Most of us are ambitious. We want to do something in life. But if you ask what you want to do, that clarity is not there. I hope you get it. हमको life में कुछ करना है. क्या करना है? That clarity is not there. So the goals are not defined, although you are ambitious. Similarly, you are creative, but maybe you are not using your creativity to your full capacity. A lot of your talent is being wasted. So that is the reason we do the therapy, so that we are able to get over these shortcomings and we make ourselves a better person, so that we feel more happy and satisfied that, okay, I'm using a talent of mine. Like, for example, in our childhood, we might be very interested in music, art, but because of professional pressure or studies, we are not able to pursue it. So that talent is being wasted. So once it comes in the mind that, oh, I used to play music and I used to play guitar or whatever, but now I am not able to do it, that will show in the handwriting because it is there in your mind. So whatever is there in your mind, it will come in the handwriting.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Yes.
So actually, I have a query regarding the graphology only.
Okay.
So, as you have said it earlier, that each and every person is different, right?
Correct.
So, sir, how do you analyze the pattern of the handwriting? How do you basically define the character of the person through the handwriting?
No, that is the presentation I have done. I just showed you so many charts. T written in a particular way, Y written in a particular way, slant of the handwriting, how the strokes are formatted, whether handwriting is big or small. That is how we analyze the character. It's a very big science, and there are so many points to be analyzed in the handwriting to define the character, to get to know the character of a person. This presentation I've already done in brief, so that will give you an idea how the analysis is done.
So there might be a slight chance of variation which could occur.
Variation in the sense?
in the terms of handwriting only. Maybe he or she is basically a kind of a sweet person, but handwriting is depicting their short-temperedness. Might be possible.
Right.
There could be possibilities.
No, you mean to say the handwriting strokes may say something wrong about a person?
Might be a slight variation.
No. See, this science is 100% perfect. The handwriting can never say anything wrong about you. It is not possible. But as a person analyzing the handwriting, you can make a mistake. Suppose I am analyzing your handwriting. I can make a mistake in analyzing or misreading your strokes. But the strokes in the handwriting can never say anything incorrect about a person. It is 100% correct and proven science. That is the reason when I do analysis for someone, I always ask the person, if you have any query, please discuss with me. Because there may be a chance that during the analysis, I may have made a mistake in analyzing 1 or 2 points. So when the person whose analysis is being done, he does not agree, he may come back to me and say, sir, I am not able to understand this. I think this is not correct. Then I will see the handwriting again, whether I have made a mistake in the analysis, right? But the handwriting will never say anything wrong about you. It is 100% correct and proven science. So I hope I have answered your query.
Yeah, yes, sir. Sure. Thank you.
Right? Okay.
Good morning, sir. Sir, Radhika this side.
Yeah, good morning.
Sir, I want to ask the same question, but
Yeah,
the way is different. Because,
right.
sir,
Okay.
you were telling about the handwritings and you were showing the chart. So I tried to analyze my own handwriting. Sir,
Okay.
are there any chances of like you are analyzing a handwriting, but the handwriting is different, but the person is totally different?
Mhm. No, it is not
Because,
possible. It is not possible. It's
sir,
a proven science.
Sir, I was
The hand.
analyzing, like you said, you were showing charts. I have different strokes in different characters. Like if,
Okay.
sir, if I'm making T, so
Mhm.
on same page there are different variations of that T.
Correct. Correct. Agreed.
So sir, matlab, that can change na, matlab,
No,
behavior or nature
I
of the person.
probably you missed one point in my presentation. When I analyze the whole page, you might be writing T in 10 different ways or 20 different ways. Every type of T or stroke in the T has a meaning, or any other letter. It is the repetition of the strokes which gives the prominence of that particular trait. You might be writing T in one place in such a way which shows that you are ambitious. So you are ambitious, that is confirmed. Then you might be writing T in 3 different places in such a way that the T bar is going towards the bottom side. That shows you lack confidence in your abilities. So that trait is also there. Some T bars may be going to the right. That will show that you have short temper. So that trait will also be there. So whether you are writing T in 10 different ways, each and every stroke will define your character, and the repetition will confirm and reconfirm that particular trait. And you are right, actually, we cannot write one letter in exactly same way in the entire page. It can be written in 10 different ways, and every stroke, every way in which you write the letter has a meaning.
Okay, sir.
I
Thank
hope
you,
it's
sir.
clear now.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay, and remember, self-analysis you can always try to do based on what I've told, but it is always the entire character of a person after which we should do the therapy. I'll tell you one example. It's a very interesting example. I am asking you one query. You have asked many queries. Let me ask you one query. What do you say about willpower? Is it a positive trait or a negative trait? Anyone can answer.
Positive, sir.
Right. And what do others say? See
Sir,
what you
positive trait.
If
yeah.
what you are willing to.
Yeah, willpower, normally we will all say it is a positive trait. Okay. In general, at the first instance, we will all say willpower is a positive trait and it helps us to build our character, everything. Now, suppose I am analyzing someone's handwriting where I am able to see a person who has got deeply engraved thoughts. In the sense, वो चीजें अपने heart पे ले लेता है. Okay, he has got extreme short temper and resentment. Resentment मतलब बदले की भावना. And a person who is very dominating, and he has got a criminal mind and even going up to the extent of murdering someone. Now just think, with all these strokes appearing in a handwriting, if we also find a stroke of willpower, don't you think this willpower will drive that person to move in a negative way, to do damages to a big extent? Just think about it. Right? So we have to be very careful while giving the therapy. Self-therapy can lead to a negative impact also, because the analysis, in this case, the willpower will turn out to be negative, because that will pursue the person to go in a wrong direction and create crimes. Right? A person having very dangerous strokes like this and with a strong willpower can be a very dangerous person to the society. So we have to be very careful while going for the therapy. It has to be based on the complete character analysis, all positive and negative traits put together. And then after, we have to decide the therapy. So remember, therapy is always a one-to-one analysis. You cannot give a general stroke to everyone that, okay, you make a T-bar like this or Y stroke like this. Okay, one or two small things are okay. For example, stroke of ambition or stroke of willpower, a stroke of determination, that can be given to everyone. But in general, we have to be very careful about giving the therapy, and it should be after the entire analysis of a person has been done in details. I hope this has clarified some doubts.
Yes. So in this therapy, we analyze the subconscious mind. Like
Exactly.
sometimes we don't know who we really are. Like
it's not like that. See, it is rarely like that. See, mostly when we analyze handwriting, suppose I analyze your handwriting, you will already know 90% about yourself. Only thing is that you will become more conscious that yes, I already have the trait. Maybe some negative traits which you were trying to avoid. अरे हमारे अंदर तो ये नहीं हो सकता है, चलो ignore करो. But you actually have it. But when the analysis is done, it will be confirmed and reconfirmed. Yes, and some traits, maybe 10%, which you are not realizing you have, it may be there in the subconscious. And actually the therapy treats the subconscious itself. When we practice the change in the strokes for 5 minutes a day, it is actually impacting the subconscious, which will change you in a duration of about 3 to 4 weeks.
So like you said, when we analyze something, so we look over the how many different stroke he used and how many particular stroke he used in a letter or something. On that basis, we analyze that person. But is it possible, like if I wrote something and there are two types of strokes, right? And, I'm using a particular stroke. It's 80% in a letter and 20% the other stroke.
Okay.
So there are chances that I also have that other whatever it like.
Yeah, other character. Yes, you are right. You are absolutely right. If you are writing T in two different ways or Y in two different ways, both of them have a meaning. Suppose you are finishing Y straight down at say 3 places. That shows you have a strong determination. But then you may be finishing Y with a loop also. If you make a full loop, that indicates that you have a creative mind and a good imagination. So if you are writing Y in both the ways, straight stroke and a loop, that will indicate that you have got determination as well as creative mind, both. It will depend on how many times the particular stroke is repeated in the entire page. I hope it's clear.
Yes, sir.
See, I have another proposal I can discuss over here. See, I have been invited by some institutes and colleges to teach graphotherapy. So if your institute is interested in having a course where I can teach you the graphotherapy, we can always work out on it, that you can talk to the management of your institute and we can work out something. I'm already in talks with a college in Calcutta and one more in Parul University in Baroda for teaching graphotherapy, and the institute can issue certificates to all the candidates who have taken the course that you are a certified graphotherapy specialist, and you can even pursue this as a career, as a part-time career in your future. So it's just a proposal which can be kept in mind.
Okay, sir.
Right? And any other queries we can discuss further?
Sir, Ritika, this side.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Sir, I want to ask, if a person has a bipolar disorder, how therapy can be helpful in that way? I mean, is it identifiable?
Honestly, I am not aware of bipolar disorder. What actually it means?
Bipolar disorder, it is a kind of disorder in a person have dual personality.
Okay.
One may be calm, one and the other one can be really violent or very opposite from the other one. So it is not actually not clearly visible in a person, but it arrives at times if someone provokes or if something happens, then the other personality arrives. So is it can be helpful in identifying if a person has bipolar disorder, or how their handwriting can be helpful in identifying their traits?
See, I'll be honest with you. I have never got any handwriting or analysis who has a bipolar disorder. So if you know of someone, you can send me that handwriting as a sample. I will study it, but let me tell you one thing. Therapy will help everyone, no matter whether the person is having a disorder. In fact, just 2 days back, I was doing a session in some other institute. They asked me a similar question about dyslexia, whether you can help people to come out of dyslexia. So I told them the same thing, that I'm not aware of this, because until I study someone's handwriting who has a bipolar disorder or dyslexia, I will not be able to identify what strokes are appearing in that. And then based on that, we can always decide the therapy, and it will definitely help the person. Therapy is something which will definitely help the person. Only thing is, what strokes have to be identified and what strokes have to be changed. That study is required.
Okay, sir. Actually, in fact, I even don't know any if someone has bipolar disorder, but it just randomly came on my mind कि अगर क्योंकि दो लोगों की अगर handwriting अलग, एक ही इंसान की अगर दो personality है, तो उसकी handwriting भी तो personality बदलने के साथ handwriting भी बदलेगी. तो आई गेस इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम्स कैसे होती होंगी. तो ये थोड़ा सा रैंडम ही था, क्योंकि अचानक से दिमाग में आया था कि किस तरह से अगर किसी को बाइपोलर डिसऑर्डर हो तो वो क्योंकि जैसे मैंने सुना है कि फॉरेन कंट्रीज में ग्राफोथेरेपी को यूज किया जाता है क्रिमिनल्स को आइडेंटिफाई करने में भी. तो अगर एक
दैट्स वेरी बेसिक ग्राफोलॉजी है.
हाँ, तो अगर हम लोग किसी एक पर्सन में बाइपोलर डिसऑर्डर है, इफ ही और शी हैज मर्डर्ड समवन, तो उसकी फिर हैंडराइटिंग तो वो उसकी वो सेकंड पर्सनालिटी अराइव होने पे ही आइडेंटिफाई हो पाएगी. तो ये एक अचानक
ऐसा नहीं है, क्योंकि हैंडराइटिंग के स्ट्रोक्स तो सबकॉन्शियस से आते हैं.
ओके.
अगर उसके दो पर्सनैलिटी हैं तो दोनों ट्रेट्स आने चाहिए, बट वो जब तक उसको स्टडी नहीं करेंगे ना, हम बता नहीं सकते, क्योंकि हमको भी अभी तक ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिली है इस तरह की स्टडी करने की.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, does timeliness depict something?
Pardon?
Like the time we take to write something, does that depict something?
No, not at all. It is the strokes. Whether you write slowly or you write fast, in a good mood or bad mood, that doesn't matter. Analysis is always possible.
Okay, sir.
Hello? Yes.
Yeah, sir, is it applicable on other languages also? Or is
Yes,
it
yes.
just
It's
English
a very
only?
nice question you have asked. See, actually, analysis is done through the strokes, right? So,
Yes, sir.
okay, there was some disconnection. So, even if you write in English, Hindi, Bengali, Arabic, French, Japanese, Chinese, any language, the strokes will always come and your personality can always be analyzed in any language. It's a very good question. But my knowledge is limited to analysis in ABCD letters. Any language which has got ABCD, that can be German, French, English, Latin, wherever ABCD is coming, my study is only on that. So my limitation is analysis in this ABCD letters only. But you are right. Those who are experts and who have done study in analysis in other handwritings, they can identify the strokes easily. So it is possible. It is definitely possible.
Okay, sir.
So is it possible that a particular person have when writing like he have a proper opposite characters?
Like what way? I didn't understand.
Like he's ambitious about something, like he's confident that yeah, I can do that, but still he lack on somewhere, you know, like no judgmental about himself. He judges himself that I can do a
Yes, it is
particular
always
thing.
possible. You can have opposite characteristics. See, you might be ambitious, but then you might be having self-doubt also. कि हमसे होगा कि नहीं होगा, whether I should do it or should I not, or should I leave it. So it is very common. Having ambition. See, today in today's world, it is a very common thing. People are ambitious, but goals are not defined. People are creative, but they are not using their creativity. Then people are having self-doubt. So because they have self-doubt, they are not able to decide what career they should pursue in future. Whether I should go in for a technical side or a commercial side. So there are so many things. And wo possible hai. What you are saying is right. People can have extreme opposite characters. Both can be depicted in the handwriting. For example, there is a letter O, which can depict a person who is frank, and that can also depict a person who is secretive. Now, these are two opposite traits, being frank and being secretive. But if both are there, then you can come to a conclusion then the person is secretive where required, but a person can also be frank and very close to few people with whom he is very attached. So that will depend on the entire analysis of the handwriting, but you are right. Opposite traits are also possible in the same handwriting.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, can you just show an analysis of any person's handwriting right now?
You want me to analyze some handwriting?
Yes, sir.
Whose handwriting is it?
Anybody's handwriting, sir. If you want, I can write a sentence to you.
No, actually, sentence will not help. As I told you, a full page is required for a proper analysis. If you can show me on the screen, I can tell you a couple of points. But I need more text. I don't mind doing a live demo. It's okay with me. But it should be a full page. See, first of all, can you note one thing? The handwriting has got a left slant. Can you note that? Handwriting having left slant indicates person who is very composed and reserved. Person who will not show his emotions or feelings readily. Okay, then you see the lower loops. Lower loops are quite big. The G loops and the Y loops, they are quite big in size, indicating that the person is creative. But at the same time, there are some G's and Y loops which are incomplete. They have been left halfway. This indicates that person is not using the creativity or talent to full extent. Okay, now I can see one stroke over here from the F. That person has got a very good organizing ability. If you tell this person to organize some seminars or events, then he can do it very well. Then there are strokes of irritability that I can see from the eye dots. Person who sometimes gets irritated. Okay, then the person is quite ambitious. Quite ambitious, in fact, very ambitious. But again, needs to define long-term goals. Okay, I hope this will give you some idea. And whose handwriting is it? आप confirm करिए कि आप, if you have to discuss anything or you want to have, or you have any queries on what I have told you.
Sir, it's my handwriting, Shubham.
Acha, it's your recent handwriting?
Yes, sir, yes. I wrote it
Okay.
around 4 to 5 days back, I guess.
Yeah, that's recent only. So whatever I have told you, if you want to discuss something, you can ask me. Then I can see that you are also sensitive. So whatever points I have told you, if you want to discuss anything, you can discuss with me.
No, so everything is correct, sir. Whatever you told, it's quite correct.
Yeah. See, like you see, some of your T-bars you will note. I will give you examples also. In point number 3, there is a word list of benefits. In the benefits, if you see the T-bar, see it is very strong and going towards the top. That shows you are very ambitious. And the word below that also, organization, the T-bar is going towards the top. Now, if you see the T stem, you will see there is a loop in the T stem. Most of your upper loops, whether it is L or T, they have a loop. That shows you are sensitive. आप जो है दिल पे ले लेते हैं चीजों को, और you are compassionate, आप दूसरों की तकलीफ नहीं देख सकते. And the lower loops, again, some of them are incomplete. That shows you are not using your creativity fully. You are talented, you are very talented, but your talents are not being utilized to the full capacity. Okay, and then you are quite reserved. You will generally not show your feelings or your emotions. देखिए पूरा लेफ्ट स्लांट है आपका हैंडराइटिंग. Then another thing very interesting, you have a sharp mind, very sharp mind. You have a good grasping ability. आपको कोई चीज समझने में टाइम नहीं लगता है. और देखिए आपके इरिटेबिलिटी के भी स्ट्रोक्स हैं. आई डॉट्स देखिए, आपके जो आई के डॉट्स हैं वो डॉट लगा के मूव हो गया है. That shows some strokes of irritability. But again, आप एक चीज नोट करिए, because you are a composed person, a reserved person, you will never show your irritability. आप अगर irritate भी हो जाएंगे तो आप उसको कंट्रोल कर लेंगे. सामने वाले को मालूम भी नहीं पड़ेगा कि आपको इरिटेशन हुआ है, because you are composed. बताइए, आपके और कोई क्वेरी हो तो बताइए. हमने थोड़ा बहुत जो हो सकता था बता दिया.
सर काफी मतलब आपने काफी अच्छी चीजें बताई हैं. एक वो इमोशन वाला था सर, बस थोड़ा सा.
हाँ, इमोशन वाला क्या था?
Sir, that I can hide my emotions. Sir, sometimes it's very difficult.
नहीं, not hide your emotions. Generally, you will not show your emotions. क्यों? आप कंपोज्ड है, आपका राइटिंग देखिए लेफ्ट साइड में स्लांट हो रहा है. आप एक्सप्रेसिव नहीं है, आप जल्दी से अपने इमोशन, बट यू आर सेंसिटिव. आप चीजों को हार्ट पे ले लेते हैं, और बहुत ज्यादा आप सेंसिटिव हो गए तो आप दिखा भी देंगे, बट इन जनरल आप अपने फीलिंग्स नहीं दिखाएंगे जल्दी से. आपके राइट स्लांट तो है ही नहीं ना, एवरीवेयर इट्स अ लेफ्ट स्लांटेड हैंडराइटिंग. यू आर वेरी कंपोज्ड, वेरी रिजर्व्ड. और कोई क्वेरीज हो तो ठीक है, नहीं तो हम लोग सेशन क्लोज कर सकते हैं.
No, sir. Thank you so much.
ओके, तो रश्मि जी, शुड वी क्लोज द सेशन नाउ?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. You have given a very informative information and knowledge, and I hope that our attendees, students, and faculty have learn lot of things. Even I have also learned one thing from you, because you have given us lot of information, and we will try to implement on it. And I will connect with you later also, because your session is very helpful to understand ourselves, how we can improve ourselves. So thank you very much, giving us a very good session. You have given a time. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, my pleasure also. And thank you for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to let people know about this science.
Yes, sir. This time is very important.
Right.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. And
Okay then.
hope once everything will be open, then we will meet face to face. I would like
Yeah,
to
let's hope so.
invite you in the college
These
also.
days, everything is online. All sessions, all courses, everything is online these days. No choice.
Yeah, yeah. But see, once everything will be open, so sure, I would like to invite you in my college. Thank you
Oh,
very much, sir.
thank you. Thank you.
On the behalf of Technia Group of Institution, from the director and chairman, sir, has given us opportunity to run this session. So I would like to give a big thanks from Technia Group of Institution. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.